Here's how you can get back on track with your 2021 goals. So every year we set goals. We set New Year's resolutions that we're really motivated and excited to accomplish and finish. And around February, a lot of people fall off, including what I'm experiencing right now. And I'm kind of making this video to let you know it's normal. A part of setting a goal, part of wanting to change your habits, change your life, is falling off, and it's restarting, picking yourself up, and getting back on track. If it was as easy as, hey, writing it down on a piece of paper and thinking about it, then we'd always get what we wanted, and that would be no fun, right? So now that we know that it's normal, let's talk about step number 1 for getting back on track with your goals. Step number 1 is not crying over spilt milk. Do not cry over spilt milk. Do not waste mental energy. Do not waste time. Do not feel guilty about anything that you've done wrong in the past. Maybe you've cheated on your diet. Maybe you didn't finish the project on time. Maybe you weren't sleeping on waking up on the time or sleeping in on time that you wanted to, and that's okay, because the more energy you spend thinking about those things, the less likely you are to actually getting back on track. Because it's like a mountain that it's just never gonna overcome. So just let it go. Learn from it and let it go. Know that it's part of the journey. It's meant to happen. Everything happens for a reason, and get back on track. Step number 3 is to write or rewrite your goals. Have you written your goals down? Because writing your goals down increases the odds of you succeeding by a significant amount. There's tons of research that prove it. I'll try and link one up for anyone who cares. Make sure that your goals are SMART goals. SMART goals are specific, they're measurable, they're achievable, they're relevant, and they're time bound. So something that's really important is it achievable? Is it something you can do? You can't become a Greek god in 30 days, right? So it has to be something that's achievable, because if it's something that's not, every time you fail to achieve a goal, it actually has a big mental impact. You feel like a failure. So you want to do something that's a little bit of a push, but it's something that's genuinely achievable, and it has to be relevant to you. It has to be something that you're excited about, because if it's not, then you're not going to do it, Like, it has to align with your values. You have to see a vision for it. You have to be excited about it. It has to help wake you up in the morning. And it being time-bound is really important. You have to set a deadline. At uni, or when you're studying, when you had homework due or whatever, you always finished, like most people hopefully finished, because of that timeline. And one trick I learned from Brian Tracy while I was reading his work was to write it as if you've already accomplished it. I am, right? And that just puts your brain like at a space where you're already there. And a lot of visioning or seeing yourself in that state is your brain thinking you're already there, right? It's like almost all the connections in your brain have fired except for the actual movement. And some people get so good at visualizing they can even smell the scent of being on a mountain or something. So make sure that you take this part seriously. The more effort you spend on researching on how to write down a good goal, the more likely you are to actually achieving it. And there's tons of research out there. So make sure you write and rewrite your goals, and make sure you can put it somewhere where you see it so you don't forget, because I sometimes forget my goals. From my experiences in trying to achieve goals, it's really important to write down goals that are progress-based and not outcome-based. I'll give you examples, such as, I want to look like a Greek god. Now, you're going to be checking the mirror every day if you're a Greek god. And if you're not looking like Adonis, then you're going to be disappointed. Let's set goals that are strength-based or diet-based. Like, I'm going to go to the gym 2 to 3 times a week. I'm going to aim for progressive overload. Say, in a month, I'm going to increase my bench or squat by 5 or 10 kgs. Now, this is something that's, again, achievable, something that you can do, and something that will make you gain momentum, because you're going to see these wins, and eventually you're going to become a Greek god whenever your genetics allow you to, right? So don't set goals that are outcome based. Set goals that are progress based, that will give you these wins in your head, because those wins are actually, like, chemically, I think, the same as the big win at the end. So yeah, make sure the goal is progress-based. A journey of 1,000 steps starts with 1. Now, depending on what your goal is, you might be working like I do. I have a full-time job and I'm trying to do YouTube. I'm trying to get a bit of physique, and I have a few other things going on that I want to do. So we have to actually block out time. We have to structure our day on how we're going to accomplish it. We have to be intentional, because if we're not, then the days are just going to slip by us, and then it's Friday and and then the next Friday, and then you're gonna be like me and you haven't posted a YouTube video in 4 weeks, and you just feel stupid when people are asking you, I thought you were a YouTuber. So make sure you structure your day, because that's something I've implemented, and here's the kind of structure that I'm going to try to do. And a huge part of this is to aim for consistency and not perfection, because again, there's a lot of moving parts with trying to achieve these goals that you care about. And even sometimes I used to not maybe do a time block or slack off, and then that'd be like my whole day got wasted, and because the whole day got wasted, the whole week got wasted, then the whole month got wasted, and next thing you know, I'm eating Cheetos on a couch. So let's, aim for consistency and just take it easy, and just know that sometimes that there's the perfect day and then there's a real day, and be okay with maybe messing up half of it but still doing the other half, or even doing one thing right. And eventually you're going to get better and better at it. As I can tell from when I started like 5, 6, 7, 8, even 10 years ago when I started goal setting, I've gotten slowly but surely, it's gotten better. And it all started with learning and trying. So wherever you are in your journey, I just want you to know, if you keep going, it gets better, and hard work will always pay off. Now that we're going to be focused on consistency and not perfection, let's put in free time in our schedule. I have 3 hours a day. I have Saturday completely off and Friday night completely off. Schedule and sleep. When you have to sleep and wake up, you're going to do your best to schedule that in. I've got 9 hours because I know that it takes me about an hour to actually knock out. Know yourself. Like, think back. Are you someone who likes to work out in the morning or in the night? I'm a nighttime workout person. I can work out at 2 a.m. I always used to do that, but okay, let's make some sacrifice and work out at 4 to 6 instead of early in the morning. So when you're scheduling in these blocks, part of this being able to be consistent is having the self-awareness to know what works for you, so that it's easy and it's almost fun. I'm actually kind of excited to be structured. My structure is not based off activities like do this, do that, do that. It's more like, okay, this time is for YouTube, this time is for work, this time is for working out. And in those times I'll do whatever I want to do around that thing. So maybe in 1 3-hour YouTube block, I'll make a YouTube video, or maybe I'll research how to be better at YouTube. At work, I'll have my own work things going on. And when I'm working out, I have a different workout plan for each day. And it's not too restricting. I don't like things that are too restricting. So the fact that there's 3 to 4 hours, or sometimes more depending on the block, it works for me. So know what works for you. Some people, the activities really work, but time blocking is huge. To be able to actually make the time, be intentional, and get that consistency over perfection, to get back on track and get these goals going. Because little by little, you're going to start feeling this momentum following this advice that I've learned through failing and getting back up. It's really exciting when you start to see some progress. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's simple. There's only 4 steps. I wanted it to be the path of least resistance, because I want you to know simple always works, and you can do it. You don't have to be special. Anyone can do it. Even I did, and I'm going to be on track too. So I'd love anyone to hit me up on Instagram and let me know like what your goals are and if you're able to stay on track or not. And I'll keep myself accountable to you too. And you can see it's human to fall off your goals. So I'm really excited that you looked this up, because this means you're pretty much all the way there to getting back on track. It's always hardest to start, and once you've started and acknowledge you fall off, 50% of the journey is already done. So I hope you guys learned something, and if you did and you enjoyed this video, please don't subscribe. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I never get used to this part. But yeah, thank you so much for your time, guys. Have a lovely... Till next time I see you, I promise you it will be sooner than last time.